It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Richard Van Huss and yours truly this Friday night from the Falcons' Nest at Volunteer High School in Churchill as the Cyclones travel to battle the undefeated Volunteer Falcons in Churchill. Airtime at 6:50, kickoff at 7 Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone football. And we say good morning to you, broadcasting live on the road today. We are here at Chick-fil-A, brought to you by Rick Walters Horseman Insurance. And so that's where we are on this gorgeous Chamber of Commerce, absolute perfect, beautiful day. On this 11th day, it's Patriots Day. Going to be showing the military medley coming up here in a few minutes. We're paying honor to those scumbags who bombed this country back, 24 years ago on 9/11. So, and that's exactly what they are, and that's exactly what they did. And so we will never forget. As I've said every year, as long as I'm on these airwaves doing this show, we will never forget the folks who paid the ultimate sacrifice, again, on 9/11. So, plain and simple. We're here again thanks to Rick Walters Horseman Insurance, and so we're here at Chick-fil-A, home of the Pretzel Cheddar Club. Oh, yeah, really, really good sandwich. Again, the club, it's cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato. You can get it regular, grilled, or spicy. You can get with it lettuce, mater, the Applewood smoked bacon with creamy Dijon mustard sauce. So it's here, and it's good. And it's for a limited time here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. We are 297-1266 is the number to call. 297-1266. So if you're interested in getting a tray, got a ball game tonight. We're going to bring you the Tia Duggar ball game tonight. Got a ball game you just saw tomorrow night. Get it to go, get you a tray, and head down to Churchill tomorrow night with us to the Falcons' Nest. Saturday, the obvious, Tennessee and Georgia among many games we're going to showcase here in a few minutes. That's not the only one, but it's a big one here, obviously, in the SEC and also in Ball Nation and Bulldog Nation, too. So if you're heading to that, we're going to be watching that one and need some food. Trey's the way to go. 297-1266 is the number to call. And then, of course, on Sunday, your NFL favorite NFL team, in this case, the Raiders. They're going to be taking on Monday night against the Chargers. So all those days, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Molly's going to join us coming up here in a little while. Let's get it started. National Anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And let's bring in, who we've not had for a while. We got lots to cover this morning. Ryan Witten joins us top of the hour. Coach, it's game day. The Fighting Cyclones at 4-0 to battle the Tennessee Middle Vikings. Going to be a dandy, and so we'll have that for you. Here are the Kingdom Heirs out of Dollywood, the official Southern Gospel group, with the National Anthem. We'll jump in and take a look at what's going on last night in Major League Baseball. College football, NFL again tonight, kicks off week number 2. The Commanders and the Eagles in Philadelphia. No, Commanders and Eagles, Philadelphia goes to Kansas City. I have to double-check who they're playing. I've got the schedule here. Also, it's race week, as you know that. They're coming into Bristol. They got the doubleheader tonight, the ARCA Series race, and the UNOH Craftsman Truck Series race tonight. Tomorrow night, the Food City 300. Then Saturday, Big Boy Racing, the Bass Pro Shop night race. So the campers are coming. The folks are gathering for what should be a Chamber of Commerce weekend weather-wise there, too. So you never know in the fall and certainly in the spring weather, but, man, it's going to be great. So I'm anxious to see what kind of crowd they have. There'll be no excuses this time. Sometimes, well, the weather in Bristol, it always rains. Always hear that from these people. Ain't no rain in the forecast. And it's the night race. It's the bucket list race everybody wants to go to. So I'm anxious to see. I hope they have a huge crowd. I'm anxious to see how it goes. Here are the Kingdom Heirs on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2359. Here we go on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's exciting. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Deuce Morton, Isaac Fletcher, and yours truly this Thursday night from Citizens Bank Stadium as the Cyclones take on the Tennessee Middle Vikings from Bristol, Tennessee. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. The Cyclones, undefeated at 4-0, puts that on the line against Tennessee Middle on Thursday. Airtime at 5:15, audio and video. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football this Thursday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again, T.A. Duggar Football, as you saw, we'll have that cranking up for you at 5:15. Deuce Morton will bring it, along with Isaac Fletcher running the camera. Very excited about that. So that'll be coming up, as we said, at 5:15. Kickoff at 5:30 today from Citizens Bank Stadium. All right, let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Start there first. By the way, it's Washington at Green Bay tonight. Washington against the Packers at Lambeau Field for Thursday night football. We'll run down the entire NFL schedule coming up here in a little while. Also, the military medley on Patriots Day. Again, remembering, and we'll have in a moment of silence here at the bottom of the hour. And we'll play, as we said, the military medley to showcase all 4 or 5 branches of the military: United States Army, Navy, Marines, the United States Coast Guard, United States Air Force. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. Got to pay tribute. We'll do that with our military medley coming up at the bottom of the hour on Patriots Day. All right, so you look at the Braves. Atlanta, again, losing last night. 3-2 to the Cubs. They're now 65-81. Everybody's been saying, including Brian Snitker, he's not coming back to manager. Now he says, maybe I'm coming back one more year if they'll let me. This is the final year of his contract. He's 69 years old. He's been the Braves manager since 2016, leading them to 6 National League East titles in the 2021 World Series. He says, been doing a lot of thinking about this. I'm not 100% sure which direction I want to go. Still feel like there's some unfinished business because of the crummy season we've had. So we'll see. Snitker, of course, re-signing Snitker, if he does want to return, is the call of the Braves front office. They said he'll be a Brave for life. And so there may be a chance that Brian Snitker does come back to manage next year for the Atlanta Braves. But they again losing last night. They did 3-2. Hello, Becky Muncie down in Union County. Crystal Archer, that's a new name. Thank you, lady. Junior Campbell's not a new name. By the way, Junior brought me just exactly what he was supposed to do. We pandered him for some peanut butter fudge, and he brought me 2 squares of peanut butter fudge from Gatlinburg. I asked him, I said, were you in front of the fudge shop watching the fudge being made? He said, sheepishly, I was. So he brought me 2 pieces of peanut butter fudge, one for me and one for London. She never saw the second piece. I got them both with a big old glass of milk. Cold makes teeth hurt. Thank you, Junior. Peanut butter fudge made in Gatlinburg. I knew where he was. I could have had a camera on him. He was like a little kid right in front of the window watching him make fudge. He brought me, as I said, a couple of little squares of peanut butter fudge that went down real easy last night after church. All right, after surpassing 200 strikeouts, 200 for the first time in his career, Pirates star Paul Skeens says it's good to get a breather. So he fanned 8 Orioles in Pittsburgh's 2-1 10-inning loss to Baltimore last night. So Don Kelly says we're going to back him off a little bit. This guy has a Major League best 1.92 ERA over 178 innings after combining for 160 third innings last season. So this guy has jumped up 18 more innings of pitching. So he says, it's good to give me a breather, but this guy's on his way, I would think, to be right there in the Cy Young front runner. You got to think so. And so Paul Skeens surpasses the 200 strikeout plateau last night. Going to give himself a little break, and he's earned it. Stephen Wilson says, have a blessed day. Thank you. Go Packers. I consider and tell you about Charlie Kirk. It's a sad day, to say the least, in a lot of ways. However, 2 Corinthians 5:8 says, absent from the body, present with the Lord. Charlie was very much a saved man. He had the Lord in his heart. He's in a better place today. We have to pick up the pieces because of it. Obviously, his wife and his 2 little kids, their daddy's gone. Virtually no closure. He's gone. So I don't know if the kids are with him or not, but it's a sad day for this country in a lot of reasons, a lot of ways. But for Charlie Kirk, he's walking the streets of gold now. Absent from the body, present with the Lord. He don't want to come back. We're going to miss him. He is. He's celebrating in heaven. He is. Thank you, Stephen. You're exactly right. So we have to pick up the pieces and trudge on. Our pastor said it best last night, said, there's always been evil in the world, always will be. And that very much is evil. That was an evil act. Don't know who did it. I don't know if they've even caught him. But it's just sad. So, and that's all I'm going to say. Charlie Kirk, in heaven, walking the streets of gold now. Would not want to come back, but he's got a wife and 2 little people and the rest of his family in this country. So, and whether you like the guy or not, you got to be concerned. I'm going to move on here. Whether you liked Charlie Kirk or not, what he believed in, what he stood for, to me, it's irrelevant. The fact of how it happened and what happened, the way it happened, it's scary, really. So, that somebody could get that worked up with the intent to go and do what he did, whoever it was. I don't know if we even caught him, so I have no clue. I've not checked what the very latest is, but for someone to get that worked up to go with the intent, it's very obvious. He walked in with the sole intention, he or she or whoever it was, to do what they did, is a very sad commentary. It's scary, really. And so, but the blood on the cross covers it all, folks. Just that simple. So, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords says, John 3:16. So anyway, Charlie Kirk's in a better place. We're going to do the military medley because of those folks. In a similar situation, 9/11, 24 years ago, they went to work just like you and I did today. And went into those buildings and went to the Pentagon and did what they were supposed to do on a typical day, and it was not anything but a typical day. And it's never going to be a typical day now from here on out because of what happened 24 years ago. So we're going to play the military medley in a few minutes, pay tribute to our military folks on Patriots Day. But Charlie's in a better spot, and so it's the circumstances. As I told her yesterday, the circumstances, how he got there is not cool. Obviously, it's terrible. Cool is not even the right word. It's a tragic, horrific tragedy. But we have the assurance that when we step out and we take our last breath, however that is, if we're a believer, we will be in the presence of the Lord. That's in the book. That ain't Tom telling you. That is in the book. 2 Corinthians 5:8. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about Charlie Kirk. It's a sad, sad situation for his family and certainly for this country. I mean, I don't get it. I can't wrap my hands around somebody get that worked up. So anyway, It is what it is, and it's very sad. All right, so former All-Star Cub Anthony Rizzo coming back to the organization as an ambassador for the club will retire as a Cub on-field ceremonies on Saturday's game before the game against the Devil Rays, or Tampa Bay Rays, rather. Rizzo played 14 years in Major League Baseball. 10 of those are the Cubs. Made 3 All-Star teams, won 4 Gold Gloves. Helped lead Chicago to a World Series title in 2016, the first in 108 years for that organization. Played his final 3.5 years with the Yankees. He's going to come back on Saturday and go out as a Cub. I think that's cool. Here's your schedule today. It's a travel day in Major League Baseball. Thursdays are. Got 3-day games. The Pirates in Baltimore, Tampa Bay at Chicago, and Houston will be in Toronto. That's a big one. Under the lights tonight, Miami and Washington in Miami. The Yankees wrapping up their series against Detroit. Kansas City at Cleveland. That's a biggie. The Mets in Philadelphia. You got the Angels in Seattle and Colorado at San Diego. For the weekend, really good matchups. None better than the Yankees in Boston and Fenway. Gill will go for the Yankees tomorrow night. Giolito will go for the Red Sox in Fenway. The Mets hosting Texas. Texas trying to get in the wild card. We'll show you in a minute. They're right there on the edge. Houston and Atlanta. Braves will try and play spoiler. Waltrip will be on the mound. Waltrip tomorrow night. 4-0 for the Braves. Brown will go for Houston. Cardinals in Milwaukee this weekend. Arizona, Minnesota, Colorado at San Diego. You have the Reds against the Athletics on the left coast. The Angels in Seattle. And the other big matchup. And a great way to start it, Justin Verlander for San Francisco, and Yamamoto will go for the Dodgers in San Fran. That's a biggie. Given what we're about to tell you in the NL West, the Dodgers lead the Padres by 2.5. In the Central, the Brewers 5.5 better than the Cubs. You got 2 weeks left in the season. The Phillies with a double-digit 10-game lead now over the Mets are going to win that division. In the American League, a little tight. 2 out of the 3 are tied right now. In the American League East, Toronto leads the Yankees and the Red Sox by 3 each. And the Red Sox and Yankees play each other this weekend, and Baltimore will be in Toronto. So the last place plays the first place, but you know Toronto's going to be watching that scoreboard, and the Yankees and Red Sox will be watching the scoreboard too. In the Central, Detroit's sewn that one up. The Guardians by 9.5 in second place. In the West, different ball game. Houston only a game and a half better than the Mariners, only 2.5 better than the Rangers in the American League West. You look at the wild card as of today. You have New York, Boston, and the Seattle American League. Texas right there on the outside looking in. What is a game and a half back? Cleveland 3 back. In the NL, Chicago, San Diego, and the Mets would be in. On the outside looking in, San Francisco and the Reds are 2 games back. Arizona 3.5 back, which is within striking distance, and really you got to throw the Cardinals in. They're 4 out. But with 2 weeks left, and you're playing interdivisional play now for the most part, you got a chance. Case in point, the Cardinals are going to be in Milwaukee this weekend. You got a chance, slim that it is, when you're 4 games out with 2 weeks to go for the wild card, but you still got a chance to possibly crack that wild card and get in there. So we'll see. New York, Boston, and Seattle in the National League, or the American League, the National League, are the Cubs, the Padres, and Mets right now. If you stopped today and played Major League Baseball wild card. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here again on the road. We are here again at Chick-fil-A on behalf of Rick Walters, Horseman Insurance. We'll take a break. We'll let Rick tell us all about his insurance, in which we proudly have our insurance with him. He does a great job taking care of us. And so here he is with auto insurance. Rick Walters, Horseman Insurance, the #1 horseman agent in the country. We'll be back with some NFL news right after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, We don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters Horseman Insurance.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building believers by the book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Richard Van Huss and yours truly this Friday night from the Falcons' Nest at Volunteer High School in Churchill as the Cyclones travel to battle the undefeated Volunteer Falcons in Churchill. Airtime at 6:50, kickoff at 7:30, audio only. The Cyclones and the undefeated Volunteer Falcons. It all starts at 6:50 this Friday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone football.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, brought to you by the good folks from Rick Walters Horseman Insurance, #1 nationwide insurance agent in the country. Let's take a look at NFL football. It starts tonight. Washington, a battle of unbeatens. Washington and Green Bay at Lambeau Field tonight. Stephen Wilson says, go Packers. He's obviously a Packer guy. Micah Parsons got an extension after all that money made in their original contract they signed from the Cowboys to the Packers, making even more than an extension. So Packers and Washington both undefeated tonight, and Lambeau at 8:15. Sunday early games. Buffalo 1-0 against the Jets, 0-1. Jets didn't look too good. Buffalo, that big comeback win. So they'll be there in New York at 1 o'clock. The other 1 o'clock games on Sunday, the Bears and Detroit. So the Bears 0-1, Detroit 0-1. Cleveland will be at Baltimore, both looking for their first win. A battle of unbeatens early. Jacksonville and Cincinnati. The Bengals will host them at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, 1 o'clock on Sunday. The Rams, 1-0, will be in Nashville to battle the Titans, who are 0-1. Hello, Becky Caldwell. Hello to Jennifer Vance. How you doing, lady? Just flipped on a heat pump this morning for a little while, just for kicks and giggles. Works sweet. Got my heat pump, 2-3 years ago now? I guess it's 3 years ago. Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Woo, they do a great job. Saw their truck yesterday. Where was it? Saw it in Johnson City buzzing around somewhere. They were parked. I passed it. They're all over the place. So give them a call. You saw the phone number on the commercial. home, residential, church, they can take care of you. Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Jennifer watching. Love them. They're the only ones going to be on this show. We've had other heat pump people want to come on, so nope. Nope, don't think so. We like what we got. New England, Miami, two teams, of course, the Raiders beat the Patriots. They're 0-1. Miami looked like not a very good football team. They'll play each other on Sunday in Miami. Cowboys hosting the Giants, both 0-1. The Steelers will be at home in Pittsburgh in the Steel City at 1 o'clock on Sunday against Seattle, who's 0-1. San Francisco, the 49ers without Brock Purdy. He may be out for a while. In fact, Coach said he is going to be out for a while. So Brock Purdy, it'll be Jones will be the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. So that's a big drop-off, I think, I know this, from a quarterbacking standpoint. No Purdy. Brock Purdy out. San Francisco will be in New Orleans to battle the 0-1 Saints. Carolina, I was talking to Brandon Young yesterday. Brandon is a big Panther fan. He said, we're not very good. I said, no, you're not. You're not very good. Hello, Jeremy. How you doing, buddy? Carolina 0-1, Arizona 1-0. What else in NFL coming up? These are the late afternoon games on Sunday. Denver and Indianapolis both 1-0, playing at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Philadelphia will be at Kansas City on a 4:25 start at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday. Sunday night football, the Vikings hosting the Falcons. Atlanta 0-1. Of course, the Vikings 1-0, that big comeback, trailing 17-6. And rallies to win 27-24 with the Bears at Soldier Field. Again, they're 1-0. On Monday Night Football, Tampa Bay will be in Houston. The Buccaneers are 1-0, Houston 0-1. And, of course, the last game of the week, the most important one, on at 10 o'clock on ESPN. I'll be there with my silver and black shirt on and my ball cap. The Raiders. Yeah. The Raiders, the undefeated Raiders and the Chargers. Interestingly enough, the only team that haven't won in that division yet has been the Chiefs. Denver, the Chargers, and the Raiders are all 1-0 after week one. So that's your NFL schedule. Starts tonight. Washington, as we said, will be in Green Bay to battle the Packers at Lambeau Field. It is Patriots Day. We are, again, paying tribute, as we should, and we will, as long as I'm doing this show, for the folks. We were bombed on that day with the scumbags that did it 24 years ago, and that's exactly what they were, taking innocent lives. Folks like you and I going to work, minding our own business on that day 24 years ago, and their world changed, will never be the same. So in tribute to those folks and to everybody since then that's paid the ultimate sacrifice to defend this country, there's been a lot of them, we want to play the military medley. This was something we picked up, 4, 5, 6 years ago. We play it on Patriots Day. We play it Memorial Day. We play it Veterans Day, and any other time I want to play it. Because as I have on the side of my car, the late Charlie Daniels said only two things protect the United States of America: the grace of Almighty God, and he's right, and the United States military, and he's right. So we'll come back, take a look at some high school sports. Here is the military medley, honoring all 5 branches: United States Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard on the Tom Taylor Sports. Military medley, folks. There you go. We're going to follow that up with the verses of the day. We always dedicate this show unashamedly. We dedicate this show to the Lord Jesus. It's His show. It's His world. We're just passing through. You know that. You should by now if you're an adult. Kids learning it, but adults should know it. Psalms 86, 7 and 10 says, "In the day of my trouble, I will call to you, for you will answer me." Wow. Verse 10, "For you are great and do marvelous deeds. You alone are God." That's our verse of the day here on the show. Psalms 86, 7 and 10. Verse 7 again, "In the day of my trouble, I will call to you, for you will answer me." Verse 10 says, "For you are great and do marvelous deeds. You alone are God." Starts and stops right there, folks. If you think otherwise, you're fooling yourself. He runs the show. Every breath, every step, it's His. Belongs to Him. He's doing it. It's a gift, really, quite frankly. So, anyway, that's the verses of the day here on the show. All right. You've got a young man who played football, quarterback at Elizabethton, brought home 2 state championships and a state runner-up. Goes to Maryville College and just continues to tear up the record books. Bryson Rollins named the SAA Offensive Player of the Week after a dominating Week 1 performance on the road at Hendrix University. 40-14 win at Hendrix were the Fighting Scots. Bryson Rollins, 17 out of 25, 285 yards and 4 touchdowns. Orchestrated an offense that rolled up 448 total yards and scored 5 times in the air and 1 on the ground. He's been doing it his whole career. How in the world do you not look and see, I would think, a chance for him to play on Sunday? I'd take a chance on him. He's a gamer. Well, he's not big enough. He's got the heart as big as this restaurant. He just gets it done. He was successful at T.A. Duggar. He was successful, obviously, at Elizabethton. Two rings. Part of 2 rings, these 2 right here. Big part of these 2 rings. Not the total part, but the big part. And a state runner-up, losing to the Tullahoma Wildcats in overtime. So then he goes on to Maryville. And there he is, the SAA Offensive Player of the Week. 17 out of 25, 285, 4 touchdowns, 448 yards of offense. It's game 1, week number 1. It's his senior year. So if I was an NFL guy, and I'm not, but if I was, just by virtue of he's been a champion on every level he's been on, I'd give the guy a chance. Why not? He's got some of those yahoos up there to quarterbacks. He's just as good, I think, as they are. So, but anyway, that's me, and I'm biased because I know him. He's a great kid, great young man. And so, anyway, kudos to Bryson Rollins. Big-time game last week for the Maryville University Fighting Scots. She's here. Molly Hurley's in the house. I'm going to let her get settled in. We're going to play this commercial, and she's going to come back, and she's going to talk to us about getting trays. Tonight's game, T.A. Duggar. Tomorrow night's game at Volunteer. Saturday's game, Tennessee, or whoever team you're following, Tennessee and Georgia's kind of a big one around here, but you may not be a fan of either one of those, but you like Chick-fil-A food. Then Sunday, you get food on Saturday to reheat it on Sunday. She'll tell you about that. So she's here. We are looking for employees going into the holidays. We are, guess how many days we are to Christmas? You know how many days? Do you want to know? Lower. She said 125, lower. Higher. Get a little bit higher. I got to double check. I think it's 104. I think. Molly Hurley, can't wait. Love working with this young lady. She's next on the Tom Taylor Sports. It's exciting. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Deuce Morton, Isaac Fletcher, and yours truly this Thursday night from Citizens Bank Stadium as the Cyclones take on the Tennessee Middle Vikings from Bristol, Tennessee. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. The Cyclones, undefeated at 4-0, puts that on the line against Tennessee Middle on Thursday. Airtime at 5:15, audio and video. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football this Thursday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.home.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Richard Van Huss and yours truly this Friday night from the Falcons' Nest at Volunteer High School in Churchill as the Cyclones travel to battle the undefeated Volunteer Falcons in Churchill. Airtime at 6:50, kickoff at 7:30, audio only. The Cyclones and the undefeated Volunteer Falcons. It all starts at 6:50 this Friday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone football. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Ryan Whitten joins us coming up top of the hour. It's game day. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones will have it for you beginning at 5:15. Deuce Morton will help us out again, doing the color, and kickoff at 5:30. Isaac Fletcher runs the camera. It's audio and video. The Fighting Cyclones are 4-0. They're undefeated.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. She's here. She's my buddy, Molly Hurley. She's in the house. Busy, busy, busy. You just took a bunch of food on a delivery to Milligan, is that right?
Yes, I did. Yep, we got 2 more deliveries this evening.
Well, what'd you take out there? Nuggets?
Chicken sandwiches.
Chicken sandwiches? All right. 297-1266 is the number to call if you want this Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, and why would you not? Take care of your delivery needs. How far do you guys go out? I know you go to Piney Flats.
We have a 10-mile radius.
10 mile.
But if you want, we can see what we can do if it's...
Yeah. If it's enough of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there a minimum order?
$200.
$200 order. Okay. There you go. And beyond that, they're going to load them up, bring it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So what we got coming up? We got college night. Tell me about that.
Yes, so Tuesday, September 15th, we're hosting college night. So you can come in, dine in, or drive through. If you purchase a large waffle fry and a large drink, you can get a large Chick-fil-A, or not large, a free Chick-fil-A sandwich with the proof of a college ID. So you can come through, get your fry and a drink, and we'll get the sandwich on us.
The 15th would be
It's Monday night.
Monday night. So
5 to 7.
We show from 5 to 7. We'll be back here on Monday to promote that, but we will show a college ID.
Mm-hmm.
You get a free chicken sandwich.
Yep, with the purchase of a large fry and a large drink.
There you go. Can't beat that.
Nope.
For a college kid, that's good. If they got a crunching for a budget. Were you in college? You went to college, didn't you?
Yeah. It was during COVID, so
Yeah.
I don't know if you count it.
Yeah.
I got a degree.
Yeah, I don't agree. You did. So you got a good one too. What did you major in?
Marketing communications.
I knew that. Brooke McIntyre, how you doing, lady? It's a new name. Wendy Winters. Thank you, lady, for watching. So, yep. When I was in college, man, somebody give us some free food. We're like wolves because it was Pop-Tarts, Beanie Weenies. You don't remember Tang, do you? You know what Tang is? You have no clue what Tang is. It's some orange powder drink. It was cheap back in the day. We drank Tang by the gallons. Us boys, and we roomed together. So, anyway, college night, September the 15th. Show your ID, come through from 5 to 7 on Monday. You buy a drink and a fry, you get the sandwich free. Can't beat that. All right. Then you have September the 26th. We're kicking for chicken. What's that all about?
We'll be at the Elizabethton High School homecoming game. We'll have the cows, have some giveaways throughout the game, and I'm not quite sure when during the game, but sometime during the game, some students are going to have the opportunity to try to kick a field goal to win free Chick-fil-A for a year.
Whoa. Did somebody do that last year?
Yeah, we did it last year. But we did it before the game, so we're going to try to do it during the game this year.
You did it in basketball.
And we did basketball, the half-court shot.
And Buckles, the Buckles boy made it. He got free Chick-fil-A for a year. So this year we're doing football. We'll do basketball too, but it's football season. They're going to try and kick a field goal. And if they can make it, they get free chicken for a year. That's awesome. So that's coming up on homecoming.
But we'll have something for everybody, too, while they're at the game.
Yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Then on September the 29th, we have
Mini Monday.
Mini Monday. chicken minis.
From 5 to
Oh.
7. Come get it during
Oh.
dinner time.
Molly turned me onto this about 2 years ago. I'd never heard of this, but she said, "Have you ever tried the breakfast bowl?" And I said,
Oh, yeah.
"Have no clue what you're talking about." So she said, "Come back." I came back the next day, and I got the breakfast bowl because it's served obviously during breakfast. It's all in breakfast. That's what the chicken minis and the breakfast bowl. Folks, you haven't had it, you need to get the breakfast bowl. Tell them what it is.
It's got hash browns, eggs, shredded cheese, and then your choice of protein. So you can get it with chicken. Automatically comes with nuggets, or you can switch it out for bacon, sausage, spicy, grilled chicken, all the things.
Mhm.
It's really good.
It is awesome. The breakfast bowl. And again, you get to pick and choose. You get to kind of customize how you want it. So it's every day at Chick-fil-A.
Good source of lots of protein in it.
Lots of protein. Yep. APMP, what's that mean?
The app.
Oh, tell us about the app. I thought it meant it's like, see, she looks at me like, okay, I'm glad I come over to help you out. Tell us about the app.
So download the app. We've got rewards on there pretty much every month. Different rewards members get different statuses get different rewards throughout the month. It's really easy. You can place mobile orders. If you've got a big order for a bunch of people, you can just put it in, say you're here, and we'll get it ready for you. You can earn points and then redeem that for more free food. So there's lots of free food on the app. You just got to download it and get using it.
Catering. Of course, the app, you go to Chick-fil-A, you go to the App Store and get Chick-fil-A One.
Yeah.
Get on the app. Then we have catering possibilities. The holidays are coming. I was supposed to look during the break, make sure I'm right. But tell me about catering because the holidays are coming. You cater. Tell us about that.
Well, we cater anytime, any day besides Sunday. We've got chicken nugget trays. You were right, 104 days.
104 days till Christmas Eve.
We've got nuggets, strips, wraps, veggie wraps, mac and cheese, salad, fruit. What else do we have? Oh, cookie and brownie trays.
Mhm.
We could throw you a whole party with just Chick-fil-A food and you'd be set. We've got gallons of tea and lemonade, ice, all kinds of fun stuff.
So we're going to talk more about that in a second. So again, they will cater it for you. Is there a minimum number that you'll cater for?
No.
Okay. So if there's 10 people, 8 people, 4 people, 400 people, it's a phone call. Talk to Molly, 297-423-2977-1266. We have to include the area code because it's a new area code now. We're growing so fast around here. The Pretzel Cheddar Club. Cheddar cheese, lettuce, mater, applewood smoked bacon, and honey creamy Dijon mustard. That's the Pretzel Cheddar Club, right?
Mhm.
Is it going good?
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's a really good sandwich, something different that we've got, but still keeps our original filet at the highlight of it. So it's if you love the original filet and you want a little something different, it's great. I love the Dijon mustard on it.
Do you?
Gives it a little kick.
Little kick?
I eat it on my nuggets, too.
You eat the mustard on your nuggets?
Mhm.
Cool. Tell me about the chips. Now, you brought me a bag of chips last time we did a taste test. The Chick-fil-A chips is what I call them. So tell us about those because they're really good.
They are really good. Well, they revamped the original recipe. So we had our original waffle chips. So they revamped that. They're more of a kind of like a kettle cooked. They're kind of a softer texture. And then they also added Chick-fil-A sauce flavored chips. So it's kind of like a honey barbecue chip, but more that's the best way to describe it. Chick-fil-A sauce flavored. Those are my favorite. You can buy those by the bag to switch out for your side for your meal, or you can throw them in with your catering boxes if you want to switch up the regular chips for Chick-fil-A sauce chips.
There they go. And it's going to be on the menu now. It's not just seasonal.
They're here
it's
forever.
on. It's on forever. The Pretzel Cheddar Club for a little while. The Cherry Berry Drink for a little while.
Till November something.
Yeah. But the chips, the Chick-fil-A chips, for lack of a better term, they're on the menu now. It's a regular, so it's going to stay. All right, let's hit this magic button. We're talking to Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Bailey Sports Show. The late John Ward said it's football time in Tennessee, so if you're going to go to a game or watch a game, 423-297-1266 is the number you can call in and get trays, and lots of different trays. Tell us about it.
Yes. So for entrees, we've got our chicken nuggets and chicken strips, and then for sides, we've got fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We also have our wraps and our veggie wraps. So if you have anyone that's vegetarian, you can order a whole tray of them, or you can order them an individual one. Just help accommodate those needs. We've got grilled bundled trays, so you can do a grilled sandwich of all those. And then we've got our dessert trays, which are cookies and brownies. You can get them separate, or we've got a mixed tray, so if you want a little bit of both. But yeah, there's lots of good trays, lots of good options for if you need to feed a whole bunch of people or just a couple people. We've got small through large, small, medium, large trays that are great. They're always a crowd pleaser. That's usually what I take my friends when I go somewhere is some chicken nuggets because it makes everybody happy.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. 423-297-1266 for an athletic event, for any event coming up. Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton. 423-297-1266. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Look at you. We just made another commercial.
Yep.
She's so good. Swanee. So, all right, I was going to ask you about the salads. So,
Yes.
you've got the spicy Southwest chicken salad. Tell them about the salads they can get.
We've got our Southwest salad, which has spicy grilled chicken, corn and beans, lettuce, and then spicy chicken, corn and beans, and cheese is the highlights on that one.
Right.
We've got our market salad that has apples, blueberries, strawberries, blue cheese crumbles, and then the regular grilled chicken. And then our Cobb salad has bacon, corn, cheese, egg, and then nuggets on it, but you can also switch it out for any other kind of chicken you like on it if you'd rather have grilled or spicy or all that kind of stuff. Our salads are very customizable too. If you like or dislike something, we can always switch it up for you.
What's your favorite?
Probably the Southwest salad, but with nuggets
That's cool.
and creamy sauce all the way.
And the honey Dijon mustard, you swab your nuggets in those. That's cool. So we can do that too. All
Just
right.
gotta ask for the creamy Dijon mustard, and they'll put it in the bag for you.
The holidays are right around the corner. 104 days till Christmas. So you are hiring. Tell us how folks can come on board and be a part of the family.
You can text the word SERVE to 423-455-5115, and it'll send you to our online application, and then from there our hiring manager will give you a call if she's interested in an interview. We can hopefully get you started.
Absolutely. Just that easy. Love it, love it, love it. So you're the best.
Thanks, you're the best.
Thanks for coming.
My
She's
pleasure.
busy lady. Swanee, and I happened to catch you. So I'm coming in, delivering one to Milligan, going back out the door. So I said, can we get you for a few minutes? She was, of course, gracious enough to do that. We appreciate that very much.
My
Well,
pleasure.
Yep. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Coach Whitten's here. Ryan Whitten joins us next. It's game day. The Tina Duggar Fighting Cyclones will talk that. And the high school game tomorrow night, and probably get his take on some college football. All that next, right after this, from Physical Therapy Services on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Again, Physical Therapy Services Balance Center, something brand spanking new you're very excited about. Tell us about it.
Oh, very excited. It's a new joint venture that we have with Dr. Schumeyer in Johnson City, where basically the audiologists are doing the specialized testing for vertigo and vertigo issues. And basically that testing is then interpreted, and then as a PT, then we come in and then do the specialized treatment for it. All our therapists have been certified through the American Institute of Balance in Tampa, Florida. They're world-renowned balance experts. So basically, anyone that has vertigo or dizziness, most people over the age of 65, I think there's a 70% chance that you will at least experience vertigo once in your lifetime. Of that, most of those people that experience vertigo, they'll actually have a second episode. About half of those will have a second episode. Falls are a big problem for our elderly population, and it keeps them from doing what they want to do. So the Balance Center is designed to help those people get over that fear of falling, to fix that inner ear issues. And you got to be careful with where you go. You got to make sure that the people that are doing the balance stuff actually know what they're doing, because it's very easy to screw things up if you do the wrong treatment in the wrong order.
Exciting news. So how can we find out more about this on social media?
Look us up on Facebook, Physical Therapy Services PA, or Physical Therapy Services in Elizabethton. You can also call us 423-543-0073 in Elizabethton, or email us at ptsstaff@yahoo.com with any questions that you have. If we can't get you better, we'll put you in touch with the people that can.
A new program, new concept called the Balance Center. Check it out on social media. Again, Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors, the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. It's exciting. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Deuce Morton, Isaac Fletcher, and yours truly this Thursday night from Citizens Bank Stadium as the Cyclones take on the Tennessee Middle Vikings from Bristol, Tennessee. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. The Cyclones, undefeated at 4-0, puts that on the line against Tennessee Middle on Thursday. Airtime at 5:15, audio and video. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football this Thursday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2359. We keep clicking them off. Hello, Reba Whitehead. Hello, Jimmy Stout down in Atlanta. Johnny Markland. Hello to Rick Ranson and Pensacola watching. Hello, Andy in West Virginia watching. And hello to Reba Whitehead. She's right here in Elizabethton watching. We're here live again at Chick-fil-A. What'd you get, by the way? Did you get lunch?
Oh, yeah, number one. Can't go wrong. That's why it's number one, right?
That's it.
That's right.
The basic chicken sandwich.
Yes, sir.
Some fries.
Got it.
Sweet tea.
Little sweet tea, yes, sir.
He's ready. It's game day.
It's game day.
Pre-game meal.
That's right.
You got it. So the Fighting Cyclones, here's what they've done, folks. They went to Sullivan Heights, which feeds into now Westridge, 46-6. They went to Indian Trail, which feeds into Science Hill, won a squeaker 8-7. They went to Sevier, which is DB's feeder school, won over there 54-46. Last week, we streamed this one for you. Our players of the game were Creed Baker and Tyson Elliott and Brett Jones. And we shut out Robinson, the other feeder school, to Dobbins Minute, 34-0. So we load up the wagons, get into Citizens Bank Stadium tonight. Tennessee Middle coming to town. What's their record?
They're 2-2. They lost the green team and they lost the Liberty Bell. So we'll have our hands full tonight. You know, physical football game. We expect a big crowd and a really tough matchup for our guys. So they run a run-heavy offense, so they're going to limit our possessions. So when we have the ball, we're going to have to play fast and score. Every time we start off fast, you know, we usually have big scoring numbers. So that's our plan, is to get on them, jump on them quick, and foot to the throttle. So
3 more games, home games after tonight. You've got Tennessee Middle, actually 2 more games, Liberty Bell and Crockett. Then we'll go down to play the green team on October the 2nd. And so right now in the standings, we're 4-0. Where's everybody else? Who are we chasing right now? Is anybody chasing us?
Yeah, they're right below us, you know. So we're just taking it one game at a time and find out at the end who's the champ, you know, to win them. It's kind of like Ric Flair. To be the champ, you got to beat the champ, you know. And so that's our mindset this year. Take one day at a time, one game at a time. Our kids had a really great week of preparation. We went full pads yesterday or Tuesday. And I kind of got back to the nuts and bolts of our offense and defensive line. So we know it's going to be a physical game today. You know, Tennessee Middle is going to come over here just like they have in the past, and it's going to be a really, really tough matchup. But our guys will be ready. They always respond to. They love competition, and I commend them for that.
It will be and is a Chamber of Commerce weather day. No complaints, not to have a big crowd. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
Low temperature. Same thing tomorrow night. We go down to the Falcons' Nest, but it's first. It's T.A. Duggar football today. The Fighting Cyclones, varsity at 5:30, JV right around 6:30ish. Right after the game, you get about a 10-minute window. Get ready to go.
10-minute window. Yep, ready to go. Yep.
So, guys, I got the roster. Guys, I mean, you can go up and down this list, but kids are really stepping up and playing well right now for the Fighting Cyclones.
Well, right here in the middle of the season, you're always dependent on 7th graders to kind of fill in due to just some various things going on. But you know, Ryder's playing really well at corner and playing receiver. Tristan Cole plays our right tackle and strong defensive end. Cole Reese is a 7th grader who plays our center. So there's Casey Wainscott here is a 6th grader playing a lot of varsity time. Jax Richardson Holt has played some guard and defensive line. So we got a new kid out, Jonathan Robichaud, number 98. He's from Massachusetts, never played football before. He's stepping in, big kid, playing nose guard for us. So we've got a lot of 7th graders stepping in, and filling in. And Kaysen is the 6th grader. Nate Money, 28. He's been doing a good job at nose guard. It's a new position for him. He's playing a little H-back. Brady Cannon's done a really good job. Cooper Fair, Ethan Long have done a really good job. Nolan Harris has done a really good job. So a lot of 7th graders who are asked to play a little bit time on the varsity and then turn around and play full-time in the JV.
Jonathan Robichaud, is that how you say
Yeah,
it?
Robichaud, yep.
Robichaud.
Yeah. Yeah, from Massachusetts. Big old boy, 98. Looks
Big
like
one?
Halotinata, yeah.
So when he comes on the field, you know he's
know,
there.
yeah. And he's great, though. He's never played. They moved here from Massachusetts, came to orientation, had to do the acclimation period, but he's fit in there at the nose man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
So he's come since school started, right?
Yeah,
He's
since
moved
school started. Yeah, but he had to do the 10-day acclimation, which is hard in season because we only go pads 2 days a week, so it's hard to get everybody caught back up. But those 7th graders, though, they're like the juniors and sophomores of the high school team. They're the peanut butter to the sandwich, and just they got to keep it all together.
Tia Duggar fan base, man, there's no middle school fan base like Tia Duggar. They'll be packed out there tonight.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to see Citizens Bank Stadium. I know the whoever made the schedule, we're loving it. Got the 3 games on the road, but man, to be at home, and it's just so much nice to be there. Like the weather delay, we were in the locker room, at our own locker room, last week. But so nice to be there. In Cyclone Nation, we need to be loud now when they get the ball. It needs to be super, super loud because they are a tough football team we play tonight.
Tennessee Middle, of course, feeds into Tennessee High. They're 2-2. We're 4-0. Then after that, we got Liberty Bell, and then we got Crockett at home. And we finish up the season October the 7th at Greenville, the Green School. So playoff, is that it? I mean, it stops October the 2nd.
Yeah, right. So when fall breaks that Friday, so the TSSAA wants all the sports to be done right there, the middle school sports, to end before fall break. So in our conference, the way it's set, if you want to be the champ, you gotta win them all. Like the old Big Ten. Yeah.
And right now we're in first place.
Right now, we've won them all. We've done everything we needed to do to get to this point. And I tell our kids tonight, it'll be a big time matchup for us against them tonight. We'll get all we want, and I expect our kids to respond to every situation and step up when needed.
The Tennessee Middle coach been up there 2-3 years. He's turned that program around.
He has. Yeah, he's a former Greenville guy. So kind of build he's trying to kind of mock the program that we've built, and so it's hard to mock a program because you don't have the same type. Just our kids are just the dedication, the commitment, the loyalty. I still got to get on them. Yeah, we do make mistakes, but you never have to question. We got plenty to choose from. You never have to question their commitment.
Or their heart.
Yeah, their heart. Yes,
they're ready to go. So
ready to go.
5:15 airtime. Deuce Morton, I'll bring it to you. Isaac Fletcher running the camera, will do audio and video, and so we're very much looking forward to doing that again today. And then next week, got Joseph Taylor coming in.
All right.
Joseph will do the Liberty Bell and the Crockett games, and I go to Greenville, that green team. I don't know who'll be going with me there. I may be by myself, but we're going to do it. So we like it. So tomorrow night, big boy football, we go take on a team that's 3-0. They have beaten Daniel Boone. They have beaten Granger. And they've beaten, Claiborne. So they've outscored their opponent 122-7. I would have to look and go, okay, strength of schedule, because I had Stacy on yesterday from Science Hill. They're going to go play Bearden. Now, Bearden, case in point, they're 0-2, but they played Alcoa and they played Marable.
Yeah.
That's big boy football.
Yeah.
So we'll see what tomorrow night. I mean, this is a good team. They're much better than they have been in the past. We've won. The head ball coach has beat them, 7 times in a row. This will be our 19th meeting. We're 16-2 against Volunteer. They have never been 3-0 in the history of this school, so they are sky high and jacked up. We'll be down tomorrow night for that one. So what's your take? What's the scouting report on the Falcons? You've seen them on film. What do you think?
Yes, sir. Yeah. The coach has done a really good job. I taught down there for 3 years. I coached down there for 3 years. The community has been starving for a winner.
Mm-hmm.
When me and my Uncle Scott were down there, we beat Tennessee High in the first playoff win ever at Tennessee High, and they carried him off the field like he was Vince Lombardi, So, the community is starving for a winner, and here they are sitting at 3-0. So it's good for our conference. It's good for Indian Trail and Sevier to be good in our league. It's good for our kids to be challenged. And when do we ever get to play the underdog role again on the road in a conference matchup at Volunteer? So it's good for our kids to be challenged. It's good for our program. It's good for our league, instead of us in Greenville, you kind of sweeping everything. It's good. It's good for our league. It only makes you better. No one ever remembers the blowouts. Everybody always remembers the tight matchups. But he's done a really good job. We got good kids down there, and the community will support. So we'll support them because they've been hungry for a winner.
We had the head ball coach on here Monday on the show here at Chick-fil-A, and what struck me is what strikes me on this team, and him as well said the same thing, is the grit. This varsity team,
Mm-hmm.
We had play here and play there. We would have beaten Science Hill.
Yeah.
We didn't. We got in a dogfight, of course, at Tennessee High. We got in a dogfight last week against Westridge. So we are even, Steven. We've scored 67 points in the season, and so the opponents. So we're 2-1. They're 2-1. We're 2-1. They're 3-0. But again, back to the grit and the adversity. Another big shot at adversity. We lose Justin Whitehead, which is huge. He's not the team, obviously. It's a team game, but he's a big part of our team. So next man up. So there's another shot of adversity when you get a guy that's a key player in almost every phase of the game's out for a while. So you got to, hitch up the horses and go. But our kids find a way. That's what did 82 say? You get it. It's down, you do it in the dirt.
Secrets in the dirt.
Secrets in the dirt.
Yeah. Losing Justin's tough, but we got. That's why it's like you said. We coach everybody from the number one on the roster to the last guy on the roster. We're always coaching them. And encouraging them to, like, hey, your time, you got to be ready when your time is called, whether it's one play or 100 plays, and so and you can have 85 mistakes if you make that 86th play. That's what we'll remember. So we got to have everybody. It's not like we can go out and get somebody else, and make trades. But we got what we got. And my granddad used to always say that, hey, that was what's important. That's why he loved high school football so much, is because you got to coach while walks through the halls and what's in the doors. So our guys will be ready, like you said, the grit. And I think it comes from the leader, the way Coach Witten leads, the HBC, how he leads. He doesn't, waver. He doesn't ride the wave like I do sometimes. He's the constant colonel, the constant head guy in charge. And I think our guys have kind of adopted his attitude, and they don't flinch ever. Do they ever flinch?
A win tomorrow night puts him tied with Big Daddy in the all-time win list, which is quite an honor to say the least. And then if the next one will be the all-time winningest coach at Betsy football, which is a big deal. Mm-hmm. He kind of blew it off, but and I expect him to. He's a humble gentleman, and I get that. But it's a big deal for the rest of us. Us broadcasters think it's a really big deal. So tomorrow night, the Falcons will be down the Falcons. That's an interesting scenario. It's on the turf, but all the seats are on one side, so it gets the two fan bases are like right beside each other, so it gets real interesting real quick. And so it'll be a great ball game tomorrow night. Be a great ball game tonight. So if you have time to come watch, it's a double dip tonight. You got the varsity at 5:30 and the JV it's right around 6:30. The Cyclones and Volunteer, or rather TA Duggar tonight, and then the Cyclones travel to Volunteer tomorrow night. Then on Saturday, go get your take. What do you think? Tennessee and Georgia. Again, it's number 6 is number 15. So what's your take on that one on Saturday?
Man, it'll be packed and loud down there. I think the home field advantage will definitely help Neyland Stadium. It's always nice to have those rivalry games at home. So I know Tennessee got some injuries out there in the secondary, but it's going to come down. I've not watched a lot of it, but I just know that, Hyper likes to spread them out, but at the end of the day, he wants to run the football. So does Kirby Smart. He's going to play really good defense. My nephew, he went to both UT football camp and Georgia football camp, and after like 30 minutes of Georgia football camp, he said his hands was on his knees. He understood why they were good, because even at the football camp that people paid to go to, he was getting after it. So it'll be a great matchup, great for college sports. That's what everybody wants to be in, the big stage. So it's exciting for both programs.
Each Monday has become Buyout Monday. Now, the first week they were all wanting to get rid of DeBoer down in Alabama. Last week it's Rich Rodriguez in West Virginia, and obviously Napier in Florida. And they're not real enamored with Dabo right now down in Clemson. So it's every week. It's they're getting ready to get dump this guy. Let's go get somebody else. It's just not that easy.
No, those guys all know what they're doing, So
absolutely,
and the amount of pressure and now with NIL and who's making what. Because you imagine just trying to keep that locker room together. If everybody makes the same, you're living in la land. Nobody makes the same. It doesn't matter if you're Chick-fil-A or teaching or whatever you're doing. No one makes the same amount of money. So keeping that locker room together is probably really, really tough. But it'll be good. At the end of the day, we're 2-1. All the things that our high school team's 2-1, all the things that coaches talked about all summer, we've had to execute those things. At the end of the game, Hail Mary, or last week when they scored and we stopped them on 2-point conversion, onside kicks, block field goals, things like that that you say, 11-game season, 10-game season, you'll never go over. We've already had three things go on in 3 games that our kids will have to work on. So it's great to see. And at the end of the day, a win's a win. Just win, baby, right? That's all they say.
It.
At the end of the day, nobody, again, I remember the first state championship, we were all pressing. It was 19-6. We were pressing. And he just came over me. I'm like, hey, man, nobody's going to remember the score, man. They're going to remember if we got the trophy or we don't.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what happened. We brought home 2.
Yeah.
And was this close bringing home 3.
Yes, sir.
So we reload the wagons and get ready for Volunteer tomorrow night on the road. It's going to be a great matchup, great atmosphere. And as we say, we'll be on the bus, and we'll get off the bus. They're going to know we're there.
Oh, yeah, we guarantee it.
Oh,
Orange
baby.
and black. Yep, that's right.
See you tonight.
See you tonight. Thanks for everything you do. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Steins with a special song. Take it away, Axel.
The Eagle Center is right downtown. The second block is where we're found. We have crocs and clocks and a lot of things. Tools and glass and shiny rings. Coins and books and mirrors too. All these things just waiting for you. Beautiful furniture and much, much more. You gotta come visit our store.
It's exciting at Elizabethton Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Richard Van Huss and yours truly this Friday night from the Falcons' Nest at Volunteer High School in Churchill as the Cyclones travel to battle the undefeated Volunteer Falcons in Churchill. Airtime at 6:50, kickoff at 7:30, audio only. The Cyclones and the undefeated Volunteer Falcons. It all starts at 6:50 this Friday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone football. And back at the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are here live again at Chick-fil-A. That Pretzel Cheddar Club may have a name on it before it's over with. These will get mac and cheese. I may go that route. Hello, Tina Westgate. How you doing, lady? Thank you for watching. Jimmy's back with us down in Georgia. Jeremy Marler in Johnson City. Floyd Nave, Johnny Markland, Teresa Tigg, Junior Campbell, Colin Nidifer, Johnny Markland. Thank you all. Prayers to the victim family, 9/11. Yep, exactly right. We played the military medley a few minutes ago, earlier in the show, thinking about our folks. And we got another one we're going to play here in a second, too. I found another one. I knew I had it. I dug around, found it on the computer screen. We're going to play that here in a minute as well. In honor of Patriots Day, and again, the day 9/11, I was on the air. I can tell you what, we all can. Where were you when 9/11? As Alan Jackson sings, where were you when the world stopped spinning? So... And then Charlie Kirk yesterday, we talked about that earlier in the show. It's just, Charlie's in heaven now. The book says that 2 Corinthians 5:8, absent from the body, present with the Lord. So when you ask the Lord in your heart when you pass away, that's exactly where you go. Immediately go to heaven. That's what it says. It's in the book. But what's so sad about Charlie, as you well know, is he leaves behind a wife and 2 little kids. I mean, I don't think they were there with him. I don't know. Or his wife. I don't know what the arrangements were at that point. But either way, you got to go home and tell a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, Daddy's not coming back. So I don't know if his wife was there or not, but still, that's what hurts, and it hurts all of us. It was senseless, no need for it. So when you have people out there that are that motivated and that upset and that mad to obviously, I'm not an attorney, don't pretend to be, but it was. From everything I could read, it was premeditated. Whoever it was went there with his sole purpose or the intent to do harm, do damage. That's just sad. His family was there, so that's even worse. I think. Hope they didn't see it happen. They weren't there, particularly the kids, watching their daddy got shot. I mean, it's a heinous crime, and it's senseless and. No, there's no adjectives. You've heard every adjective in the book. I thought our president last night came on the screen. And there again, whether you like Trump or not, I mean, I wouldn't have his job, the pressure this guy's under all the time. Not just him, but every president down through the years. I mean, the pressure, he makes decisions that, in essence, affect all of us in a roundabout way. And not just Trump, every president. Pressure cooker every day. But have to get on national television and talk about that tragedy. I thought he handled it very with class and elegance. It's tough. Tough to sit there and talk about it. Shouldn't have happened. So, but it just goes back to, hey, how's it going? It just goes back to the statement that there's a song out there, people need the Lord, and they do. So, but our pastor said it last night. He said, unfortunately, there was evil then. There's been evil in the world since the beginning, and there's still evil in the world, and there is. So, anyway, it is Patriots Day. We played the military medley earlier. We're going to play another one here in a little while before we get out of here, which is not that far away. All right, we got football today. We got the Tia Duggar Fighting Cyclones at 4 o'clock. They're undefeated against Tennessee Middle at 2-2. According to Coach Witt, it's going to be a barn burner, so we'll be there. Deuce Morton and myself will bring it to you with camera work done by Isaac Fletcher. Tomorrow night, who plays where? Johnson County goes across the state line and plays in Ashe County, North Carolina. Science Hill goes to Bearden. You always, at least Tom does, looks at strength of schedule. Who have you played? Bearden's 0-2. But they've gotten beat by Alcoa 63-16 and got shut out by Marable. Can't remember what the score was, but they got shut out. So they're 0-2. They had a lot of guys leaving the transfer portal at the end of the season last year. They had a mass exodus for whatever reason. So it's a shell of the Bearden football team they normally have. And then, of course, they're 0-2, haven't played who they played. So Science Hill goes in at 3-0. They'll play them down there tomorrow night. Unicoi County goes to Chucky Doak. Tennis, by the way, that is a non-conference game for Bearden. A regional game or conference game, Unicoi County at Chucky Doak. Tennessee High travels to Cobb County. UNAC will be at Cosby. Daniel Boone has Sevier County, top team in the state. Going to be a long night for the Trailblazers. Looks like it's going to be 18 in a row. they will lose. Crockett at Morristown West, well, you don't know that, Tom. No, I don't. But on paper, and it's a team that's trying to find themselves, if you will, and so I don't think they'll find themselves tomorrow night against the Smoky Bears. But that's me. Crockett hosting Morristown West. Cherokee at Granger. Cloudland, I think Sevier County is number 1 in the state, so in 5A. I know they're in top 5. Tough test for the Trailblazers in gray. Cherokee at Granger tomorrow night. Cloudland will be in Hancock County. One of the more entertaining games of the night, no question. Hampton at Abbey Valley. You know the story that Hampton shares the field. Who was telling me? Brandon Young was telling me that CBS is coming into a documentary of sorts on the Hampton football team being displaced by Helene. They're going to be with them all day tomorrow, interviewing the coaches and the players for a piece, if you will, as they call it in the broadcasting world, a television piece later on in the year. I think it's in November. They're going to air it, and how they're sharing the field at Happy Valley because their field's washed away with Helene. So it's a really cool story, and so they play each other tomorrow night at Happy Valley, and both teams are red hot. It's going to be a great football game. Hampton is ranked number 6 in the state this week. Happy Valley is a heck of a football team, too, so it's going to be a good game tomorrow night on Warriors Hill. Dobbins Minute undefeated at 3-0. Oak Ridge at 3-0. They'll play tomorrow night at Oak Ridge. Greenville at Seymour. Greenville number 1 in the league. Seymour dead last, so could be a long night for Seymour tomorrow night. North Green at South Green. Sullivan East looking for their first win of the season, hosting Eagleton Academy. Providence Academy at West Green, and Hardin Valley West Ridge. That's the games tomorrow night. Our game is right here tomorrow night.
It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Richard Van Huss and yours truly this Friday night from the Falcons' Nest at Volunteer High School in Churchill as the Cyclones travel to battle the undefeated Volunteer Falcons in Churchill. Airtime at 6:50, kickoff at 7:30, audio only. The Cyclones and the undefeated Volunteer Falcons. It all starts at 6:50 this Friday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Stanfield Thomas and Associates, Miss Autumn. So tell folks what STA is all about.
So at STA we do business tax, individual tax, bookkeeping, and payroll. We specialize in QuickBooks. We do offer QuickBooks training, and we have a QuickBooks Pro Advisor, which is Crystal. She's the owner. She can help with the software, training, inventory cleanup, file setup, and payroll reports. We also do month end, which includes reconciling. So yeah, we do a lot.
Do what you do best, let us do the rest. That's a great, great slogan. Phone number, how do we get a hold of you?
423-968-9112 or at statax.com.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us at Stanfield Thomas and Associates on Facebook.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, Stanfield Thomas and Associates of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone football. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here at Chick-fil-A. So, in honor of Patriots Day, we're going to go down here and get this. This is awesome. I knew I had it. The Harold McCormick Elementary kids sang a patriotic medley, a medley, I should say, last year, I guess, 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years this November at the tour of schools. So we recorded it. It's awesome. And here it is on Patriots Day. The Harold McCormick Elementary School here in Elizabethton with a patriotic medley on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters Horace Mann Insurance.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take a look at the standings right now in high school football. Heading into week 4, it's hard to believe. Next week will be the halfway point of the season, which is unbelievable. So you look at Region 1 6A, you've got DB, Science Hill, Westridge, Jeff County, and Morristown East. Dobbins, Winter, and Science Hill both 3-0. They've yet to start conference play. So top 4 teams go out of a 5-team league. Can't beat that, out of a 5-team region. So somebody's going to be left out right now, but they haven't started regional plays, so it really matters. But DB and Science Hill both unbeaten. Science Hill goes to Bearden. Dobbins, Winter travels to Oak Ridge this week. In 5A, Sevier County, they've not started league play yet either. Sevier County's 2-0. Crockett is a 1-2, and everybody else is winless. Cobb County, Daniel Boone, Morristown West, and Tennessee High, all 0-3. You'll take 4 out of the 6-team region in 5A. In 4A, there's 8 teams. You'll take 4. Right now, the regional has started. Cherokee, Volunteer, and Greenville are 1-0. Granger, Northview Academy, and Sullivan East are 0-1. And the Cyclones and Seymour have not started region play. We'll do that tomorrow night, of course, at Volunteer. So right now on the top of the leaderboard, Cherokee, Volunteer, and Greenville. In 3A, you have Gatlinburg, Pittman 1-0, and Unicoi County 0-1. Nobody else has started regional play in 3A yet. Chucky Doak, Johnson County, Pigeon Forge, and Claiborne. So overall, Gatlinburg, Pittman is number 1. They're 1-0 and 3-0. Chucky Doak is 3-0. Johnson County 1-2, Pigeon Forge and Claiborne 0-2 and 0-3 respectively. Unicoi County at 2-1. That's in 2A. In 3A rather. In 2A, 4 teams, all 4 are going. Just who's going to be at home, who's going to be on the road. Happy Valley 3-0, Cumberland Gap 2-1, South Green 2-1, West Green 0-3. So all 4 teams have automatically qualified for postseason play. They're just trying to decide who's going to be at home. Top 2 teams will be at home, and the bottom 2 teams will travel. So there you go. That's interesting in 2A. In single A, you have 3, 6, 8 teams in single A. Hampton and North Green out of the gate at 1-0. Sunbright and Hancock County are 0-1. In between those have yet to get started in regional play. Cosby, Jellicoe, Cloudland, and Unaka. So right now, Hampton and North Green are your top 2 in Region 1-1A. Sunbright's in the cellar, and Hancock County at 0-1, and everybody else has not started yet. That's in Tennessee. Now in Virginia, let's take a look at Virginia football. Who plays where tomorrow night? 2 games tonight. Union at Graham. We saw Union during the preseason. They scrimmage the Cyclones. They can play. Whew. Union will be they are 2-0, and understandably so. They can play. They're playing at Graham tonight in Bluefield, Virginia. Holston will be a John Battle. Tomorrow night, Abington will take on Gate City. Abington 2-1, Gate City 1-1. Honaker at Rye Cove tomorrow night. You have Pineville, Kentucky at Twin Springs. Ridgeview at Y Central. Lehigh playing host to Richlands. Thomas Walker at Lynn Camp, Kentucky. Patrick Henry tomorrow night at J.I. Burton. And Eastside at Royal Retreat. That's your games tomorrow night in Southwest Virginia. So, busy night tonight in volleyball. Full slate. Lady Cyclones hosting Unicoi County. Science Hill plays volleyball Dobbins Minute. Westridge at Crockett. Daniel Boone volleyball at Tennessee High tonight. Unicoi County, as we said here in Elizabethton, take on the Cyclones. Sullivan East at Chucky Doak. Greenville at Johnson County. Claiborne volleyball at Volunteer. Cherokee Volunteer at Granger tonight. You've got North Green at Happy Valley. Hampton hosting Kachia. And West Green will be at South Green tonight in volleyball. Girls soccer today. Elizabethton in first place in Region District 1 AA. It's Elizabethton East and Unicoi County. Here's your volleyball for today. You've got Dobbins Minute at Westridge, Crockett at Volunteer, Cherokee at Sullivan East, Cobb County at Unicoi County. Cumberland Gap will be at University High in soccer, and Science Hill at Oak Ridge. New baseball coach at University High, they announced that today. We'll take that out of the Johnson City Press and tell you, I believe it's Coach, is it Hyder or Ryder? Let's see. I read it. And let's see, what did they say? It's going to be the new coach. Ryder. Pat Ryder, the new baseball coach for University High, taking over for Christian Taylor, who moves up to Sullivan East, and Mike Brenner's retired. So Christian Taylor departs UH for Sullivan East earlier in the year. And Coach Ryder played at Texas Tech, University of Houston, and played baseball in Houston after winning the high school state championship in 1991. Was named to the Texas All-State Tournament team in 1991. And was inducted into his high school Clear Creek School District's Hall of Honor in 2020. So Pat Ryder, the new baseball coach for University High in Johnson City. It is race week, and they got racing going on tonight. Again, at the track, you start with the ARCA Series and the ARCA Menards race tonight. And then you come back with the UNOH 250, the truck race tonight, the Craftsman Truck Series. Tomorrow night, the Food City 300. And then Saturday, the big boys get in here and get after it with the Bass Pro Shop night race on Saturday at 7:30. So, again, Kyle Larson, two-time winner of that race, and so he'll put that on the line again on Saturday evening to see if he can do it again. He and Denny Hamlin are the two hottest drivers of Bristol. The all-time active wins guy is Kyle Busch with 8, but he's struggling right now. So you think you would look at Kyle Larson, and you would look, obviously, at Denny Hamlin's the two hottest drivers on the circuit right now when it comes to Bristol. So we'll see. It can be really, as you know, if you've been up to see the race, you're making 14, 15 second laps, rather, and then go like this. How many times been watching, and the guy up front's been cruising along, no problems. The next thing you know, something goes wrong, and the spotter's up on top of the track in the literal sense, up on top of the roof, screaming, go high, go low, go high, go low, reckon 2. Go low, reckon 3, go high, get up and get out of trouble, and you don't get out of trouble. It happens that quick. So, again, tomorrow night with only 300 laps, they don't waste any time. You know, when you do the 500-lap event, and they will tell you, the drivers say, we kind of hold off for the last 100 laps and we kick it in, just trying to survive to get that last 100 laps at Bristol. Well, if you got a 300-lap race tomorrow night or a 250-lap tonight at the truck race, there ain't no setting back. It's get on the gas, get up front, stay up front, and hang on, Nelly. So it'll be good tonight. Truck race, Food City 300 tomorrow night, and again the Bass Pro Shop night race on Saturday. And again, it's the Chamber of Commerce weather forecast for sure coming up because it's going to be good. Weather is virtually perfect, really, to get right down to it. Quick break, back with more. We're here for a few more minutes. We're live here again. We've got T.A. Duggar football coming up tonight. We'll be right back after this from Container Man on the Tom Taylor Sports.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. It's exciting. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Deuce Morton, Isaac Fletcher, and yours truly this Thursday night from Citizens Bank Stadium as the Cyclones take on the Tennessee Middle Vikings from Bristol, Tennessee. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. The Cyclones, undefeated at 4-0, puts that on the line against Tennessee Middle on Thursday. Airtime at 5:15, audio and video. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football this Thursday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's run down the schedule for Bristol today. Then we'll get into some NFL. We've got a couple of big events coming next week here in Elizabeth I want to tell you about with Cover Bridge Days. Again, spectator gates open at 1 o'clock in about 15 minutes. Open up. You got ARCA practice at 1 today. You got ARCA qualifying at 2. Truck Series practice at 3:05 today. Truck Series qualifying at 4:10. Driver intros at 5:20 for the ARCA race, and then the Bush's Beans 200 at 5:30 tonight at Bristol. Truck Series intros at 7:45, and then the NASCAR Truck Series UNH 200 at 8:10 tonight. Tomorrow you have the gates open at 2. Got Xfinity practice, Cup qualifying at 5:40 tomorrow night. Then the Xfinity qualifying will be at 3:10. The Cup Series qualifying at 5:40 tomorrow at Bristol. And then tomorrow night, the NASCAR Xfinity Series Food City 300. Oh, yeah, going to be a good one. So doubleheader tonight, the ARCA race, the Bush's Beans 200 at 5:30, and the UNOH 200 or now 250 for the truck race on at 8:10 tonight. All right, Joey Logano, you can see Joey tomorrow at Blountville Food City. You got to be there by 10 o'clock. You get a wristband. He'll be there at 11, signing for the first 150 people, but you got a wristband. Got to be there on a first come, first serve at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning at Food City in Blountville to get that bracelet and a wristband, and then stand in line to get an autograph with Joey Logano, the current defending points champion. All right, let's take a look real quick at stuff going on next week. The part of Cover Bridge Days will be the annual, it's a week from tomorrow, the annual fifth annual Firefly 5K Run Walk at Edwards Island Park here in Elizabeth in conjunction with Cover Bridge Days. With a new season, new time, and a new location. There you go, the Firefly 5K. So, registration is open for the 5K by going online to Main Street Elizabethton. You can go from there and get instructions where to go to get registered. $35 for adults, $25 for kids with a T-shirt, and medals are guaranteed to the first 400 participants. Usually a big crowd. Going to be a great weekend for that, too, coming up next weekend. That's going to be on Friday. The next week will be Cover Bridge Days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, the seldom seen bluegrass band's going to be in town. They're really good, to say the least. On Saturday, Daly and Vincent, they are the 5-time Grammy Award winners, individually, and 3-time Grammy Award winner nominees collectively. 35 bluegrass awards altogether, including 3-time Entertainer of the Year, 3-time Vocal Group of the Year. Jamie Daly and Darren Vincent, they're awesome. They're going to be here, the Daly and Vincent. Then on Sunday, the Martins, they are awesome. Joyce, Jonathan, and Judy, known as the Martins. You've seen them a lot on the Bill Gaither videos. They're going to be here. All these are free, by the way. So next Friday night, 8 o'clock. Next Saturday, 8 o'clock. And next Sunday will be at 4:30 to see the Martins. Part of Cover Bridge Days, which is next weekend here in Elizabethton. Always a big deal. Should be a lot of fun. Always is. And so that's coming up next weekend. So Cover Bridge Days is right around the corner. I hope the weather is as good next weekend as it is this weekend, because it is very, very, very nice out there today. All right, finally, top 25 college football. Tomorrow night, Indiana, the Hoosiers, number 22, hosting Indiana State. The Sycamores will go into Bloomington tomorrow night to battle the Indiana Hoosiers at 6:30. On Saturday, the early games, the 12 o'clock games, Alabama, 19th-ranked Crimson Tide hosting Wisconsin. Everybody says it's a blowout. Wisconsin will get run off the field. We'll see. Wisconsin, usually big, smash-mouth offensive running, big hogs up front, and they usually can grind it out. We'll see. Alabama's heavily favored, or at least everybody I've talked to said they're heavily favored, to beat Wisconsin. Also, top 25, 4th-ranked Oregon will be at Northwestern. Number 13, Oklahoma at Temple. 23rd-ranked Michigan back home to entertain Central Michigan. Clemson, 12th-ranked Tigers will be at Georgia Tech. Should be and has been in the past a cakewalk. It won't be on Saturday. Georgia Tech give them all they want. Clemson, 12th in the country. That's a 12 o'clock game in Atlanta. 24th-ranked Auburn hosting South Alabama. Just keep your eye on Auburn. They're very quiet. Haven't said a whole lot. All the buzz on Alabama and all the other SEC teams. And Auburn's been so far kind of flying under the radar. They're 24th in the country hosting South Alabama at 12:45 on Saturday. At 3:30, number 2 Penn State hosting Villanova. Are you kidding me? Has Penn State played anybody yet? No. 15th-ranked Tennessee, as you know, hosting number 6 Georgia at 3:30 on ABC. 21st-ranked Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, home to Oregon State on Saturday. The other late afternoon games, 25th-ranked Missouri hosting Louisiana. Arkansas State will play host to 14th-ranked Iowa State. Number 7, Texas, home to Texas El Paso. And a good one, 18th-ranked South Florida. Are they for real? They've beaten Boise State in Florida. They'll go to number 5, Miami of Florida, to battle the Canes at 4:30 on Saturday afternoon. Then the night games involving top 25 teams. Number 9, Illinois, way overrated. The Fighting Illini hosting Western Michigan. Number 1, Ohio State. The Buckeyes have Ohio University at the Shoe. That'll be a kickoff at 7 o'clock in Columbus. 17th-ranked Ole Miss hosting Arkansas. Good one here is 16th-ranked Texas A&M at number 8 Notre Dame. I say the Aggies get that one. 3rd-ranked LSU hosting Florida. The Gators, man, oh man, oh man. Let's see what they can do. They desperately need to not only play well, they need to win. And so they got LSU in Baton Rouge at 7:30 on Saturday. 11th-ranked South Carolina hosting Vanderbilt. And 20th-ranked Utah. The Utes will be in Wyoming to battle the Cowboys. East Tennessee State, the Bucks will be on the road at West Georgia this Saturday, which is not an easy game, that's for sure. Tom Taylor Sports Show, quick break. Right back after this from, again, one of our great sponsors, Advanced Heat Pump Systems, on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
start thinking stains and painting, you got a full line. Tell us about that for Big John's Closeouts.
Yeah, we've got about anything that you might need in your interior painting supplies and stuff of that nature, from either Valspar or the California paint, which used to be many years ago gray seal paint. A lot of people remembers that. As far as that nature, we can mix different colors. We've got color charts that you can pick from. We've got your primers if you've got where you've had a water leak or whatever. We've got primers and things that you can put on there so it doesn't bleed through as far as that goes. And of course, we've got all your application items that you might need, from paint brushes to rollers to everything from Worcester, which is American made pretty much. And so we're very proud of that. A lot of people will be starting to think about getting out on the deck now that it's getting warmer and things of that nature. Not only doing repair work with our full line of treated lumber and other stuff, but thinking about staining. Whether you want a semi-transparent, semi-solid, solid color stain. We stock the Cabot line, and we're also bringing in a new line of stain that is a Ready Seal stain, which is almost bulletproof. You just pretty much with their stain product eliminate any brush marks, lap marks with your rollers. It flows, and basically you get an almost foolproof finish with that Ready Seal stain. We'll have about 6 to 8 colors in stock probably within the next 2 weeks of that. And so we're very excited about having that. That's going to be our newest line that we're adding.
It's awesome. It's all available. Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. The hours are open, sir.
7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday.
And how can we find you to find out more on social media?
BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can also email us at experts@BigJohnsCloseouts.com or give us a call at 542-4755.
Well, we're great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local at Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton.
It's the Carter County Schools Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Andrew DeMoss and yours truly this Friday morning from the Land of the Comets at Central Elementary with Principal Nat Treadway, showcasing great kids doing great things at Central Elementary. We'll be there from 9 till 10, audio and video. Join us this Friday morning for the Carter County Tour of Schools at Central Elementary, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, ready to wrap this thing up again. Thanks to Ryan Witten stopping by, the coach for the Tia Duggar Fighting Cyclones. Also, Molly came by, Molly Early. And, of course, the show brought to you by Rick Walters Horseman Insurance. Tomorrow we'll be at Food City. On a Food City Friday, we have a busy Friday. Tomorrow morning from 9 to 10, the Tour of Schools just saw at Central Elementary. Carter County Tour of Schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Will be there tomorrow with Principal Nat Greenway. Doesn't sound right. Nope, that doesn't sound right. I'm doing it from memory, and that ain't good. That's dangerous. Anyway, we'll be there with the Comets from Central Elementary from 9 till 10. Then we'll come to Food City and do the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2360 tomorrow. And then we'll jump in the car and hitch up the horses and head on down to Churchill, the Falcons Nest. Richard Van Huss and yours truly will bring it to you tomorrow night, audio only, the Cyclones and the Volunteer Falcons. So, busy day tomorrow. Tonight, Tia Duggar football at 5:15. We'll come back and do that then, which is not that far away. So, we'll get ourselves something to eat here and get ready to go and come back, do some more, and I'll bring it to you from, again, right here at Citizens Bank Stadium, right across the street from where we are. Let's wrap it up with the verse today. We always do. And it goes like this. Psalms 86, verses 7 and 10. 7 says, "In the day of my trouble, I will call to you, for you will answer me." Verse 10 says, "For you are great and do marvelous deeds. You alone are God." Good way to end it. Psalms 86, verses 7 and 10. On the Tom Taylor Sports Show. See you back here at 5:15 again with Tia Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Tia Duggar 4-0, Tennessee Meadow at 2-2. Should be a dandy. We'll have it for you then. Until then, we'll say as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. And thanks for watching show number 2359 today, brought to you by Rick Walters Horseman Insurance here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live here at Chick-fil-A